This video is going to be spoilers for all of the Stormlight archive. Go away if you haven't read it yet! So, this person on one of my previous videos said, what is the hint of Cal's fifth ideal? I have at the top of my videos a post pinned about what I think the Lightweaver's fifth ideal will be and what I think the Windrunner's fifth ideal will be. Mostly stemming from the one we do know, which is the Skybreaker's fifth ideal. The long and short of it is, I think that it's an ideal that progresses them beyond the previous ideal. So each of the ideals of the orders is restricting them 1 through 4, and then the fifth ideal basically unlocks their power. Skybreakers become the law, Windrunners become protection, and Lightweavers become truth, which means that they can create reality, which is kind of a version of untruth. But Windrunners, for me, I think it's going to involve protection in a way that is foreshadowed by my boy Lirin and his conversations with Kaladin. Now, if you go back to the flashbacks, you're going to see that Lirin teaches Kaladin all of the ideals of a Windrunner except the last one, I think. He teaches him to save those that can't save themselves. That's why Lirin is in Hearthstone. He teaches him that you have to save even those you hate, Rishon's son. He teaches him that you have to accept that you can't save everyone. We look at the little girl who fell out of the window that Cal was obsessed about saving. And as a quick aside, this art by Lamaery, L-A-M-A-E-R-Y, is amazing, and you should follow them on Instagram if you are not already. And Tumblr. I believe they have a large Tumblr presence. But the one thing that Lirin could not teach Kaladin is the one part of what it means to be a leader and a protector that Lirin could never accept. That you can save by killing. Lirin was not able to accept that someone could make that kind of choice. It's the big conflict that he and Kaladin have even at the end of Rhythm of War, when they've largely reconciled and they agree to disagree basically about that one point. Remember that Windrunners are about leadership and about protection. And the number one conflict that Lirin and Kaladin have is no fighting. You cannot kill to save. The one person that can be trusted to kill to save, I believe, truly, is a fifth ideal Windrunner. They're the person who I could look at and say, you know, I trust you to make the right call about whether or not someone should be sacrificed to save the greater good. Now, Kaladin's already to sacrifice himself, but I think the fifth ideal of a Windrunner is going to be going beyond sacrificing themselves, but truly choosing not just to allow others to suffer, right? That's accepting you can't save everyone, but to choose to sacrifice some to save others. And to me, that is hinted at from the very beginning of Kaladin's flashbacks. It's the one conflict that Lirin and Kaladin can't resolve, and it's the one ideal that Lirin could never teach Kaladin, because Lirin doesn't understand that some people can rise to a level of virtue and honor, that they could be trusted to make that choice. So that's what I think the hint is. I'd love to hear if you have any ideas about Kaladin's fifth ideal. Let's go to the comments. Or a stitch, or a duet.